these pictures back, thinking he'd get me a new frame. And he put that, he's a master of putting things together. And he put the two kids together, we're both about the same age.
It's astonishing.
It's so cute.
It's perfect.
And people look at it and say, were you childhood sweethearts?
Of course they do.
And we weren't, and lived Kansas and Montana. But I love that picture. I have more than one. And I look at it and I just get the biggest kick out of it. Don loved it too. He saw it, well, I don't know how long ago.
Oh, Don got to see that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
I don't know how long ago. He loved Sean, Eric's partner.
He did.
And Sean understood Don, and they were a very good pair of friends.
Yeah?
Yeah. And anyway, he got the biggest kick on it.
When did Don die? What year?
10 years ago.
In 11?
11, Instantly.
But he climbed the stairs.
Yes, 17 steps. Well,
He
fell on the
decided,
bed.
and he let his spirit go.
He'd had a lot of illness, and he'd been kind of bad for 3 days, not terribly bad, but Dean had him packed up to go to the hospital. And this was about 7 at night. He and I were sitting visiting. He hadn't eaten for 3 days.
Oh.
And he
That's
said, I don't want to go to the hospital. And I said, okay, we'll go upstairs. So we did.
And he made it. And he got what he wanted, which was, I want to die in my bed.
Everybody
wants
to die
that.
instantly. Yeah. So I looked at him and said, well, I was giving him a lecture, naturally. You can't fall on the bed, because he had fallen on the bed a week before or something and couldn't get his foot to the floor and couldn't get up because his knees were not good.
Oh.
And so I was giving him you can't fall on the floor, David had to get you up, and I looked at him and thought, could he be gone? I've never lived with somebody that died, and he was gone. Then they were called 911 and they gave him CPR, but the guy on the floor with him, wonderful guys, EMTs from the fire department. And finally I stood there, and I wasn't in a state of shock.
You weren't?
No. Not after all he'd been through 20 years of illness.
Oh.
And finally I said to him, well, we have a living will, and we had everything like that. And the guy said, you want me to stop? And I said, yes. And we did. And we had all our arrangements made at the mortuary. So they came up from Scottsdale. Well, they didn't come up. They had somebody, I'm sure they were driving down in a hearse or something. And then the next day I called them the next morning and said, the guy's name was Brian, I'll never forget it, and said, okay, now what do I do now? And he said, you're done.
You're done.
And we had it was Father's Day. And
was it really?
Well, not that he died, but it was Friday before Sunday. And so we had a Father's Day memorial family service at home, this lovely family. And one thing wonderful, and you should tell Jim this, I should tell everybody I know, and the fact I'd like to give lectures. Don wrote in 26 a letter to my kids, separate.
2006?
2006. Why he liked me, why I liked your mother. And sent it to them. And then they told me, and I got mine too. And it's in my purse, and every time I read it, it's like a visit. So Jim or you or anybody I meet should do that. the most valuable thing you could think of.
That's brilliant.
It's just like a visit.
And you keep it in your purse.
Keep it in my purse. Read it quite often.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell Jim.
I love that he thought to do that.
No, Jim, well, he just did it on his own. He was a good man. Quite sentimental. Quite.
He was, I would say, a great man.
Yes.
Because
he had an inch, 3% bad temper. But that's okay. He had a sense of humor that was priceless.
Off the charts.
So, anyway, I have good memories. Very good.
I like
good
that.
Kids. Good kids.
Loving kids. Devoted children.
Yeah, by the end of the day, I've heard from every one of them. Yep.
Every day?
Every day.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very special. And they visit, like Dean is down from Prescott. He has a son in Tempe and has visited him, and now he's coming to visit me on his way back to Prescott.
Now that boy is a grown-up now, isn't he?
Yes, he is about 24, I think.
Okay.
23 or 24.
What's he do? Do you know?
He's a security guard.
Oh. All right.
Which is he's a very sensible, smart. He had a very good job and became a manager of a Starbucks.
Oh.
In Tempe. And I don't know why he quit. He liked it fine, but I mean, we can't do that forever. He didn't go to college. Smartest kid I had.
Smartest grandchild? Really?
And he went to community college a couple years. But
Okay.
he chose to stay with it. Nice, very nice.
What's his name?
Josh.
It scares you, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think I have a very good memory.
You have an excellent memory.
When I have a miss, it makes me nervous.
Okay, Josh. How many grandchildren do you have?
Oh, I think about 15.
You haven't added up the solid number?
Yes, I add it up every now and then, and
that's a lot of grandchildren.
3 are adopted. And anyway, I have 5 kids, and each kid has got about 3 or 4.
Okay.
I can add it up. But
Have Brooke's children married? Are any of them married?
no, she has 3 very nice children. The 2 girls, not together, but they both work and live in Santa Monica.
Thank you. It's done.
Oh, is it done?
Yeah.
Do you want a plastic bag or something?
I brought a plastic bag, so
Put it in.
I'll put it back. Okay, so one of the girls lives in Santa Monica.
Both of them.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Are they roommates?
No, they have 2 different apartments. They both, well, do they still work at the same place? I'm not sure. Things have changed there. They did work at the same place. In fact, they did work together.
Oh.
And it was a new company. And then, of course, when things shut down, the company gave up their office and they worked from home. And no, Heather doesn't. Heather is one of the second girl. Has a new job, I think, within the last month.
Oh, she does?
Yeah. Good job, she likes.
Okay, good.
They're smart girls and do well and make pretty good money.
You gotta make money in California.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
And where's Brooke's son?
Carter lives owns a condo in Scottsdale. And he has a good job with David at Dom Real Estate.
D-O-M?
D-A-U-M.
Is that Don's?
No, it's a California firm.
Okay.
And they do well, and he's done fairly well in good and bad times.
Does he work with or for his dad?
He's worked a lot with his dad, yes.
And is it commercial real estate?
Mostly, I think. Yeah, mostly.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah. And he has a serious girlfriend.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
Have you met her?
Yes, very nice. Very nice.
Oh, good.
Lindsay. Mm-hmm.
And where'd she live?
Oh, in Scottsdale someplace.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jim's brothers lived here.
Yeah.
And his eldest brother moved to Laguna and retired from medicine. He was a orthopedic surgeon.
Oh, really?
Rusty Chick.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Russell Chick.
Oh.
He ran Thunderbird. I think he was president of Thunderbird. And he was the
I remember.
The team surgeon for the Cardinals when they first started.
I think I remember that.
That stuff coming back. So anyway, he's retired, and he and his wife moved first to Laguna, and now they just moved to Santa Barbara.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
He got a serious disease similar to Parkinson's. It's called PCP, and they needed to find a place with one story, and he's hanging on.
And what age would he be?
He's 72.
Can't believe it.
73.
Yeah.
It's a shock. We're still
Yeah.
in shock. We've known for...
Well, is he disabled because of it?
He doesn't have a walker or wheelchair yet that I'm aware of.
Well,
There's
Dean
difficulty.
And his partner just went to Vancouver for 6 months where they're helping Sean's dad, who, not today, but Monday, is putting the mother in a home because of Parkinson's, who has terrible difficulties and terrible problems. And they're expecting terrible trouble, but Eric said, I talked to him yesterday, that they had had all her friends call, and that the thought she was sort of beginning to accept it, that she was going away from her dear husband, this has been practically killing him. And she's got, I think she has dementia and Parkinson's, and is mean.
So she's not manageable. And Dean's going to go up and help? What a sweetheart.
No, not Dean. Eric.
You said Dean and his partner were going to go up to
No, I meant Eric and his partner.
Oh, are going to go up and help.
And Eric. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So they've got a big week. Like that. Eric, I talked to him yesterday, said a lot of her friends called and he has sort of accepted that that's what's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Sort
Okay.
of. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I brought a book of photos to show you.
Well, yeah, I'd like to see him. I'm expecting. Oh my God. Oh, for me to have?
To have.
Oh, how wonderful. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, is that your...
Okay, this is Jim. There's me.
Yeah.
There's Kevin and Genevieve.
Yeah.
This is Roy James.
Oh, yeah.
This is Twyla Penelope.
Yeah.
This is the eldest, Zelda Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And this is Sage Lee.
Oh, Sage.
Sage.
Is a girl or boy?
A boy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how wonderful. Oh, I remember Genevieve was so gorgeous. Oh, this is fun.
So I think you'll enjoy perusing through that.
Oh.
And then look at this Babraham that squirts out 4 kids.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, I haven't seen Jim for a long time, but the last time, I think it was Heather's birthday, I had a long visit with him and enjoyed him very much.
Oh, her surprise birthday party that Buzz had?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Oh.
We were out in front on the porch.
So anyway.
Oh, how
you'll
wonderful.
Enjoy that.
What a nice thing.
She's got the sweetest friend who takes the most amazing photographs. This is right after Roy was born. I'm not going to give you that one, but you can peruse through that.
Oh, Roy, yeah, I remember when Roy was born. Yeah.
He came right the day after Christmas in 2019. And he is love. He's pure love. And
he is, you say 18 months now?
Uh-huh.
Oh. So she has 4 children. Oh, how cute. And her husband, what does he do?
He's a computer genius.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
That's not bad. And so he makes a fine living.
So does he travel a lot, or he works
No,
for a big
he
company?
works for a large company. It's called CoStar. And they are in... Dearie, I'm so bad at explaining what my son-in-law does.
Nearby Encinitas?
Yes,
San Diego?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the office was in La Jolla. It's been shut down. I don't know if they'll ever open it. The work at home has turned out to be so good. Kevin doesn't like it. He'd rather be in an office and face to face. But he took over they live in a little book on a bookshelf. And it's 1,100 square feet and 3 bedrooms upstairs. And he has his desk set up in his son's bedroom with 3 monitors in front of him and headsets, and
That's his office.
is, conducting his business every day. And so that's, sanctum sanctorum. You don't go in there, and you don't...
He'd rather be in a...
He'd rather be
office.
away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we did all 4 children last weekend. We gave them a big anniversary birthday gift, and they took off for Palm Desert.
Oh, how nice.
And we kept their 4 children alive and handed them back.
How nice.
Yeah, in one piece there
was California kind of opened up a little bit? No? Well, I know
they are letting the restaurants open some at... It's so...
Well, I knew they were making parking lots into patios and all sorts of things.
That still exists, and the gyms have their equipment in the parking lot, so it looks like a penitentiary, like a lockdown. But anyway, no, Arizona is more open.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Well, I guess I knew that.
Feels freer here.
I knew that.
And so to say if California's opening, I can't say that they are. The governor's being recalled because we're mad at him.
Is that going to work?
I don't know. The votes are there, and they've checked every single signature, and so it has to go on the ballot. He can't wiggle out of it.
I saw somebody interviewed that was a possible new governor. I can't remember now who.
Oh, really?
Well,
I haven't even paid attention on who would take his place.
I have TV on, so I have all the time, so I have a lot of half information. Come and go and get a bit of the story and leave.
Okay. Well,